Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin, and today we're unboxing the Lenovo Yoga Smart Tab. Okay, so this is the tablet, Lenovo Yoga Smart Tab with Google Assistant. Now, I've reviewed several, quite a few Lenovo Smart Assistant devices. Okay, obviously I've used quite a few as well. I have an Echo, I have an Echo Auto, but Lenovo makes some really cool stuff. A while back, I reviewed the Lenovo Smart Display, the 10-inch one. It's pretty awesome. I also reviewed the Lenovo Smart Clock, also pretty awesome, but it's a 4-inch screen and it's a little more limited because it's meant to be a clock. Now the Smart Display is cool because you can actually, like, Google Assistant obviously has all those Google integrations where you can hook up Google Photos and use it as a photo album, which is it's that to me is the coolest thing because we take all these photos and they kind of get uploaded to the cloud somewhere. They get buried under thousands of photos and memes in our photo albums, and we never really look at them again. So that obviously Google Photos is awesome in itself. It automatically organizes your photos by people, places, and things. So you kind of just pick the albums that you want to cycle through on this thing, and it just kind of works. So it actually makes real use of your memories like that. Then there's the Alexa ones that Lenovo makes. There's a few, and it's pretty cool. There's I have another smart tab, which is an Alexa powered one, and it's an Android tablet that sits in a dock that has a big speaker built into it. And what's cool about that is that you kind of have this consumption based tablet where you could just pull the tablet out of the speaker dock and just start using it as a tablet, and you could read a book while you're sitting on the couch, whatever. So I mean, different ideas. So this is a tablet. It doesn't have a dock in the same way as the smart tab that I was just describing. Well, I do believe that they now make a Google Assistant version of that one. This is really more of an all-in-one device. Now, we're gonna get this open, so we can see it's all kind of one unit. It has a big base over here. 10.1-inch screen, full HD, and I believe that if we just press a button back here, this opens up, and there we go. We have our little smart display right there. It's pretty cool. I like the concept. Like I said, 10.1-inch screen. It's got a Snapdragon 439 processor. 3 or 4 gigs of RAM. I don't know what's in this one. Android 9.0 Pie, which I don't love. Let's see what else is in the box. There's some paperwork in here. I don't need that. What I do need is a power adapter. There's a USB 2.0 Type-C port on this thing. Here's the adapter, and then, of course, the cable is on the other side. All right. And it's probably Type A to Type-C cable, which it's fine, you know. Obviously, there is a battery in it. When it's on display in your home, you're probably going to want to keep it plugged in. And right away, I'm going to recommend buying a bigger cable if you don't have one already, because this thing's going to plug into your wall. You probably need a longer wire. So as it turns out, there is enough of a charge in here to get this set up, as you can see. There's a couple different ways you can use this, which is kind of cool. You can set it up like so and just kind of do a little thing like that. You can hold it, like, it'd be cool to read. You could, because it's almost like a spine. Like, reminds me of my Kindle Oasis. I might actually enjoy that. You could actually also, you know, I'm looking at a PDF of a reviewer's guide, but you can hang this. You know, you can just kind of hang it on the wall, which is also kind of an interesting use case, and I might actually try that. So interestingly, it looks like this device automatically puts me on the Google Apps beta. So we can take a look at the device. I assume it's got a whole bunch of apps that it's downloading in the background here. Yeah, 22 apps, which is not surprising because I am restoring from a backup. Well, that doesn't look like things are going too well over here. What's over here? Okay, Lenovo stuff. This is something that's, it's Android Pie. I keep trying to swipe up as if it's Android 10, but it is not. So if we take a look at this device here, now you notice in the back, the kickstand here attaches. what we do is, and there's, by the way, there's a camera right there too. If we press this button, flips out like so. All right, and we can put this in various different positions. We can pull this out. Well, this is as far as it goes. Well, two different positions really. So this is what you would use to hang it on the wall. This is what you would use to stand it up like so. And then of course, if you want to do it like that, and which that's what we'll do for now, just for the purpose of this video. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating that it's Android 9 Pie just because it's not Android 10. Yeah, so we have to go into settings, right? Because that's how you. All right, we have to go into settings. You have to turn on ambient mode, which is kind of weird. So we go into Google, and then we go into. Oh yes, it's Search Assistant and Voice. And then we select Google Assistant. You kind of have to dig into it, which is a little weird. Oh, under Assistant, we go to Tablet, and then we turn on ambient mode. It's kind of weird that that this doesn't just kind of happen automatically. But if we then, should we see something now? I don't know. So we can kind of let this stuff update in the background. It's just a little complicated to set up, and I don't know if you're a regular end user just trying to set this up, it might be a little complicated. We can set Google Photos albums, and it looks like it's going to take a little second to set up there. But I can just pick, oh, I don't know. How about... Is there a good one? Trip to Daytona Beach in Orange County. Oh, there's so many here. I don't know. I'm trying to find stuff from out of state. Trip to Seattle. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. And then we'll just leave that. Now, it should show when the device is charging. It has to be plugged in to do it. So we can take a look again. We have the power button and volume rockers over on this side. We have a headphone jack, so if you are using it as a tablet and watching a movie or something, you can do that. Here's that USB 2.0 Type-C port. And then if we just throw it on a charger here, hopefully something just dinged. Maybe something will happen, although nothing's happening just yet. There we go. There's our ambient mode. All right, yeah, and there's a picture from Microsoft Build. That's Jen Gentleman and two other people. And so it's just going to cycle through photos. And again, that to me is one of the biggest features that you get from, by the way, it does have facial recognition. I assume you could fool it with a selfie. Because it's just a front camera, but I don't know. So yeah, that's some of the Google Assistant stuff. You can obviously use it to... Yeah, you can obviously use it to ask questions, play music, play YouTube videos, stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but and you can just return to ambient mode. And yeah, it'll just show there's some food that I ate. I really like that. I really like the images aspect of Google Assistant over, say, Amazon Alexa, which doesn't have that integration into Google Photos. So yeah, that's a smart implementation, by the way. Just that it needs to be charging to go into ambient mode, because obviously a big use case for this is using it as a tablet. I think it's really smart. But what you can do, if you want to use it as a tablet, you just pull off the USB port, right? And then, boom, it's just going to be a regular tablet. You close the kickstand like so, and boom, regular tablet. I actually really like... this base here. I think it makes it easier to hold. I think that's really smart. Just to, I've never seen a tablet like that, and I'm feeling this. I felt it a little bit when I was briefed on the product a while back, and I like it a lot. I do. But anyway, I like that. I noticed this when I reviewed the Amazon Alexa one, which was just a flat tablet that fit into a base, and you just kind of sit it on there, pull it out when you want to use it. It's smart because tablets are a type of device where I think people have struggled with it, justifying the costs, stuff like that, where it's like, okay, should I pay $500 for a new iPad when what am I really gonna do with it? Or what people used to say is, should I buy a new laptop or should I buy one of those new iPads? And they kind of had to choose between the two because, like, as a third device, it's hard to justify spending so much money on. So, kind of dual purposing it like that. See, not everybody wants a tablet with an attachable keyboard. They're going to type documents on or whatever. They don't want a PC replacement always. They might just want to check Facebook, read a book on Amazon Kindle, read comic books. Is what I like to do. Maybe watch some movies, like consumption, very basic productivity like email, stuff like that. And the thing is, it's hard to justify spending a few $100s on such a device. Now, add to it that it can be a smart display, where now, like, where you were thinking maybe I should buy one of those Google Home devices, or I should buy a tablet. Now you get one device that does both. It's pretty smart. That's my lovely wife right there. But yeah, I think it's a smart idea. I like that dual purpose idea. The other thing about tablets for me is that it's not always they're not always available. You got to go into the other room to get it. Like if I don't use it all the time, it's not sitting in my living room waiting for me to pick it up. This is. It's smart and I like it. And I like that it has Google Assistant because it has that Google Photos integration. It has YouTube integration. It's integrated with my Google Calendar, my Gmail, all the stuff that I already use. Amazon doesn't have that. Amazon doesn't have, Amazon has a photo backup service, but they don't have a service that organizes all my photos by people, places, and things like Google Photos automatically does. I was kind of disappointed in Amazon's ability to make a smart display, or a smart display OS. Because as a voice assistant, it was always great. As a display, Google has the visuals of stuff that I want more than Amazon does, and let's just kind of put it that way. So. I think this is a cool product. I'm excited to review it, and I'm going to spend a couple weeks with it. So stay tuned for that. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.